Hey guys, it's Beth, and today I thought I would do a fall book haul for you. I don't typically do book hauls because I usually just get one or two books kind of throughout the month, but this last couple of months was crazy. There was a scholastic book fair at the middle school, and I substitute a lot over there, so I wound up getting like 17 books from the scholastic book fair. Then I had a couple of books sent by authors and by publishers, and my mom got me a couple of books, and we went to Hastings, and I picked up a couple more books. So I'm going to start off with the books I got, and that then my mom sent me, and then publishers sent me, and then I'll save the book fair books for the end. First of all, I got some coloring books. Now, some of you are going, that's not really a book. Yes, it is. And I'll tell you why. Not only are coloring books actual books, they're bound, they're great, but the ones I enjoy getting are the design originals. And design originals are a little different because they give you the pictures, and this has little suggestions as to how some people might color them. Here's the one I colored. It says love. But then look, on the back, that's a quote, my friends. That's words for you to read. That makes it a book. All you need is love, love, love is all you need. That is said by the Beatles in All You Need Is Love. They have all of these pictures for you to color, and on the back of every picture, there is a quote. So they have these really cute ones, and this is obviously a smaller book. The other one I got is also a design originals, and it is The Day of the Dead. And the Dia de la Muerta, or I'm sure I said that wrong, but the Dia de la Muerta book is obviously much bigger. This is a normal coloring book size. I have not started coloring in this one yet, but it's the same way. It's got the really awesome pictures. Whoop! Whoop! And on the back of that picture it says, I never look back, darling. It distracts from the now, said by Edna Mode in The Incredibles. So I love these books. I actually have two more design originals coloring books. One of them is currently on the table with my colored pencils next to it. And these, what I love about the adult coloring books is that they are made on thicker paper. So instead of having the thin paper that the crayons work with for the little kids and pictures on either side, these have thicker paper. They're perforated so you can pull them out. And you can color with coloring markers, colored pencils, crayons, probably even paint markers if you wanted to. I like to use colored pencils because it just works better for me. I can push harder and get a deeper color. I can make it lighter. It's all good. I enjoy those. Plus, I taught 5th grade last year in the 2014-2015 school year, and I had a bunch of colored pencils left over. So when I started the adult coloring books, I had a bunch. I don't have nearly as many now because I love to color. And another great thing about the design originals books with the quotes is that you can choose the pictures. I found as an adult, I choose pictures that kind of go with my day instead of just going, oh, look, a unicorn, I like it. I go, ooh, look, I've had a terrible day, but everything happens for a reason. Let me color that picture. Or, I love you because I had a great day. Woohoo! And then on the back, the quote goes with the picture, so it kind of helps move past whatever it is that you're trying to concentrate on not thinking about or whatever. All right, my mom actually got me a coloring book as well from Usborne. It is the Celtic Patterns to Color, and because it is Usborne, it has this fabulous part that talks about the patterns and what they do and how they colored them and why they had them. So I love that one. And then she also got me a couple of Rick Riordan books, or Riordan. One of them is Magnus Chase. Technically, I think this is supposed to be her copy because she only bought the one copy, but good luck getting it back, Mom. She also bought me The Blood of Olympus because she's tired of me stealing her books. So there's that. Now, if I could only find my copy of the rest of that series, because I'm going to have to reread them all. Okay. Now, the books I got sent by authors and publishers, I got sent, Cameron Glenn sent me his Sweetly Cursed. Steve and Julie are an attractive and accomplished newly engaged couple in their early 20s who discover a book in a barn called If You Read This, You Will Die, which sets about a series of inflicting curse trials including jealousy, lust, disgust, rage, stupidity, self-pity, depression, and then death. Sweetly Cursed is a fun, titillating read which also offers some deep and thoughtful questions about love, personality, marriage, and destiny. So I am excited to read this and review it for Cameron. I really like the picture on the front, and I haven't started it yet because I just got it in. But I am very excited to do that. I believe it comes out officially in about a week, or maybe it came out last week. I'm not 100% certain on that, but it came out. I'm going to read it and review it, so there you go. I also got Imelda and the Goblin King by Briony May Smith, and Flying Eye Books published this and sent me the copy. So I love the cover here. I love the old school charm of the illustrations. And it says, far away behind the hills, a girl called Imelda lives beside a fairy forest. Every day she ventures into the forest to play with her fairy friends. But one day a nasty and greedy bully arrives, the Goblin King. When he kidnaps the fairy queen, the fairies call upon Imelda to help. Soon she and her fairy friends have come up with a cunning plan to outwit the greedy Goblin King and rescue their queen. Drawing upon classic fairy tales, Briony May Smith has created a stunning and original tale that will enchant a new generation of young readers. So thank you, Flying Eye Books, for sending this to me. My daughter keeps stealing it and putting it in her tent, so I have to keep going back and getting it, but I will have a review up soon. I love the story, and I love the illustrations for this. It is absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to get a full review up on that. Alright, then this one was sent to me by division of Thomas Nelson Publishers, which is actually also a division of, I believe, HarperCollins. Yes, the HarperCollins Christian Publishing Incorporated. This is the Precious Moments 5-Minute Bedtime Treasury. I have a 3-year-old who is absolutely loving this with me, and it's got this great ribbon to kind of mark your place. It's got the Precious Moments imagery going on. And what makes this book even better for us is that we have one from about 1984, 85, somewhere there. I was born in 85, and someone gave it to us for my birth, and it is the original Precious Moments short stories. Or maybe not original, but it's one that was published back in the 80s. So now we have this updated version for my daughter, and my dad is a minister, and my copy is on one of his bookshelves. So it's just great to be able to pass this along and let her read some stories that I had back in the day. All right, I was also sent by, I believe, Penguin 10-Speed Press, the Healthy Mind Cookbook. Big flavor recipes to enhance brain function, mood, memory, and mental clarity by Rebecca Katz with Matt Edelson, the authors of The Cancer Fighting Kitchen, and this book is phenomenal. I should have a review up on this fairly quickly as well, but the pictures are great, the recipes look great. I haven't tried any of the recipes yet, but they look amazing, and it is full of recipes and things that are meant to help your memory and to help your brain functions and to keep you healthy, and they just look so yummy. I get hungry every time I look at it. Okay, now on to all of the books from Scholastic. The book fair was phenomenal. By Jennifer Donnelly, I've got Deep Blue and Rogue Wave. These are mermaids fighting against somebody who is trying to take over their world, I think. Waterfiresaga.com for videos, gifts, and more, so check it out. I haven't started reading it yet, but it looked amazing. I love fantasy books, so there you have it. Next I have The Magisterium, The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. I could not get this book. I mean, I had not been able to find it anywhere else, was going to have to order it online, and saw it and just jumped on it. Couldn't believe that they had it, was very excited. Next, I've got The Red Blazer Girls by Michael D. Bill. Um, it says, it all began with the scream and ended with, well, if we told you that, it wouldn't be a mystery. But in between the scream and the very surprise ending, three friends find themselves on a scavenger hunt set up for a girl they've never met in search of a legendary ring reputed to grant wishes. Are these sleuths in school uniforms modern-day equivalents to Nancy, Harriet, or Scooby? No, not really. They're just three nice girls who decide to help out a weird lady and end up hiding under tables, tackling word puzzles and geometry equations, and searching rather moldy storage rooms for the stuff that dreams are made of. Oh, and there's a boy who complicates things, as boys often do. So this is kind of a mystery, math, and modest measure of mayhem, is what it says on the back. So I'm very excited. I love Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys, and I know it says they're not really Nancy Drew, but they look like they could be. So I'm excited. Now, as I said earlier, I do a lot of substituting for middle school, and I love reading what my students are reading. First of all, I just enjoy it, and I like to write middle school and young adult books. So writing the stories, reading the stories that I want to write, and then talking to the students about what works, what doesn't work, what they want to see, what doesn't works. What does not work, and then what they kind of want to see. I enjoy doing that, and they enjoy telling me that I'm doing it wrong, so it's a lot of fun. But one of the things that they've all been reading lately has been this Bad Girls Don't Die series by Katie Allender, and Bad Girls Don't Die was part of the Scholastic Book Fair, so I snatched up the first book. I'm looking forward to sinking my teeth into that one. And then I've got Keeping Safe the Stars by Sheila O'Connor, about a set of sisters who are trying to stay together. Their names are Pride, Nightingale, and Baby. They are orphaned siblings. They only have their grandpa, and their grandpa gets sick, and so Pride is trying to keep them all together, and they have an adventure. I haven't read that yet, but it seems very fun. Next, we have Megan Morrison's Grounded, The Adventures of Rapunzel. I love fairy tale retellings, so this looks like it's going to be a blast. Rapunzel has never visited a fairy court or won a Jack's tournament or slept under the stars. She hasn't outwitted a stalking beast or made a friend or adopted a very opinionated frog. She knows only her enchanted tower, which obeys her every command, and her wonderful witch, who guards her against evil princes far below. Beautiful, beloved, and innocent, Rapunzel can't imagine a happier life. But when a thief named Jack climbs into her tower, that happy life breaks open forever, because Rapunzel learns then that witch is in terrible danger. To keep her safe, she must leave her tower and journey with Jack on a quest far across time. There she finds a world filled with even more peril than witch promised, and more magic, wonder, and excitement than she ever dreamed. So that seems really fun and exciting. Then I also have Jonathan Stroud's Lockwood Company, The Screaming Staircase, and The Whispering Skull. I've heard some good things about this from the students, so I was very excited to see these. It says a sinister problem has occurred in London. All nature of ghosts, haunts, spirits, and specters are appearing throughout the city, and they aren't exactly friendly. Only young people have the psychic abilities required to see and eradicate these supernatural foes. Many different psychic investigation agencies have cropped up to handle the dangerous work. They are in fierce competition for business. So that is kind of an overlay of what starts it, and I'm excited to read those two. I'm not going to tell you any more about them because I am going to be doing reviews over all of these. And we've got The World Within, a novel of Emily Bronte by Jane England. So this is just a story, kind of a novelization of the earlier life, kind of teenage years of Emily, Charlotte, Anne, and their brother Branwell. Kind of their dad and their aunt and how they're working together. Next is The Seer of Shadows. I believe it is made by Ave. It says the time is 1872 in New York City. Horace Carpentine has been raised to believe in science and rationality. So, as apprentice to Enoch Middleditch, a society photographer, he thinks of his trade as a scientific art. But when wealthy society matron Mrs. Frederick von Mocht orders a photographic portrait, strange things begin to happen. Horace's first real photographs reveal a frightful likeness. It is the image of the von Mocht's dead daughter, Eleonora. Peg, the Von Mock's black servant girl, then leads him to the truth about who Eleanor really was and how she actually died. Joined in friendship, Peg and Horace soon realize that his photographs are evoking both Eleanor's image and her ghost. Eleanor returns, a vengeful wraith, intent on punishing those who abused her. This was a great book. I actually really enjoyed this book. It was a quick read. It's a middle grade novel, so this was also a Newbery Medal winning author, so y'all should check that out if you enjoy that kind of thing. I also have Magic Under Glass by Jacqueline Dollimore. This was also a very good book, and it's kind of a fantasy retelling. It is also kind of steampunk, fairy tale. It was really good. I enjoyed it. And I thought originally that it was a standalone. Got to the end and thought, well, that's a great standalone, but I wish she'd written a little more to tell me what happened. Come to find out, Jacqueline Dollimore just released the second book. So I'm excited to be able to order that and see what happens with Namira and Holland Perry. And I don't remember what the automaton's name is. But I'm excited to see what happens with them. There are fairies and magic, and it's just amazing. And it says, for fans of Limmer Bray and Charlotte Bronte, this is a mesmerizing novel of deception, magic, and true love that will leave readers hungering for more. And it did, which is why I'm excited that there's a second one. I will do a full review of that later on as well. I also have Morgan Matson, Since You've Been Gone. A lot of people were talking about this on BookTube last year. I love to watch BookTube videos. It was Sloane who yanked Emily out of her shell and made life 100% interesting, but right before what should have been the most epic summer, Sloane just disappears. All she leaves behind is a to-do list. On it, there are 13 Sloane-inspired tasks that Emily would normally never try. But what if they could bring her best friend back? Apple picking at night? Okay, easy enough. Dance until dawn? Sure, why not? Kiss a stranger? Emily now has this unexpected summer and the help of Frank Porter, totally unexpected, to check things off Sloane's list. Who knows what she'll find? Go skinny dipping? Wait, what? I've also heard a lot of good things about this, so I'm excited to read that. And finally, I have Hollow City, the second novel of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. And I dropped... Here it is. Library of Souls. Ta-da! The third and final in the Miss Peregrine's trilogy. Both of those by Ransom Riggs. I've read the first book, not those two. So I'm excited to read these and see how it goes. I was very happy when they had those books at the Scholastic Book Fair because Hastings had been sold out. And I absolutely love the hardcover for the third book. Look at that. I love the color. I love that they have their little signatures right there. It is just gorgeous. And I love, love, love that they've kept up the old photographs and the way that the chapters are headed. It's just, I love the way these books are set up. So that is my fall book haul. I know this is a very long video, so I won't keep blithering on too long. But if you guys have read any of the books or want to know any more information or just want to say hi, leave me a comment down below and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!